Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he'll bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Got room to work. Nice move to keep running. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making. Puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Back to throw, it's Salter. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he stopped.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Sends it back in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got it inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Are flying down the field. They'll try the run. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gonna run it. It's Welsh. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Tight end now in motion. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Just keep slinging it. Makes the grab. It's Walker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Oregon State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to put a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Salter. They go to the wide receiver screen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Atkins. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's going to run it.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
And the Buffaloes are on the move. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the 1st quarter. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the 1st. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll leave it with him. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Beavers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Beavers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To throw, it's Murphy. Got it behind the line. It's Hankerson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in, it's Hankerson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Beavers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Got it in the middle, it's Welch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Salter. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
To the air on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bucks!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and court right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot.
Turning it on! Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Beavers! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quick completion on the out. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Off play action. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Salter. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Walker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hankerson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Hey guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
2nd down coming up. To the air, it's Murphy. Caught over the middle, it's Walker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going any.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Beavers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Dropping back, it's Salter using the quick game. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. They'll immediately call timeout.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Atkins. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. It's time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, several notable storylines there, and a first half of a Cure Bowl that absolutely had its moments. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cure Bowl.
Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna run it. It's Hankerson. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Beavers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You know, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. Did you see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Buffaloes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Takes the easy completion. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 40.
And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind him.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Rushes on him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Back to pass on second down. This time he's got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Finds his man. It's Walker. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You've got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The Beavers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Wide open downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
Looking to pass, it's Murphy. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Beavers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, give on the inside. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Using his legs, it's Welsh. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. There he goes! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Turning on the Jets.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Motion from the back. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw it, Salter. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Handoff from the gun. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, that is just what this defense needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Great place to start for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Salter. Gets it to the back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Buffaloes are in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Atkins. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Spins away. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
To the air, it's Salter. Looking for the score! And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Colorado! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Handoff from the shotgun. Nice move to keep running. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
Defense, man, you got to go low and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
On the run, it's Hankerson. There he goes. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Keeps it going. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. On over the middle, it's Williams. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on 1st down. He'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point in the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
And the Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. That's the quintessential example of knowing exactly how far you have to get the ball to pick up the first.
And great job by the QB. Understanding the situation, short yardage situation, that ball's got to come out quick. Makes the decision, throws the strike, gets the first down, move the sticks, new set of downs.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Walker. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Grab behind the line. It's Clemens. He's loose. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can